If your money is just sitting in a savings account, congratulations, you're not making yourself rich. You're making your bank's executives rich. And while that's happening, you're leaving yourself vulnerable, without a financial cushion to protect your wealth. Here's the dirty little secret no bank wants plastered on a billboard. They pay you 0.5% interest, while inflation is cruising at 8%. That's a negative 7.5% return. Translation? Your money is melting away like an ice cream cone left on the hood of a car in Vegas. Your financial security slowly evaporating. And here's the fun part. Those same banks take your cash, turn it around, and pull 15 to 20% returns with it. Then they look you dead in the eye and charge 25% on your credit card balance. Incredible system, huh? For them, anyway. But here's the twist. The top 1% figured out how to flip this entire game. They use the exact same system the banks use on you, but they run it against the banks to protect their wealth and build true financial freedom. I've been digging into how wealthy people actually play the money game, and today I'm going to show you the rules. It's called the 15-65-20 system. So simple a middle schooler could pull it off. Seriously, if you can divide up a pizza, you can do this. And one more thing before we get rolling. You will not hear me say, stop buying lattes. Your problem isn't the coffee. Your problem is that you've been taught the wrong game. So what are you doing to actually manage your money? Here's the biggest trap most people fall into. They obsess over making money, but totally ignore managing it and protecting their wealth. First raise comes in, boom, new apartment, shinier car, fancier vacations. Welcome to lifestyle inflation, also known as the fastest way to look rich while staying broke and leaving yourself without a proper financial cushion. Let me paint you a picture. Two friends, Jake and Mike. Both started the same company, same role, making $4,000 a month. 5 years later, they're both pulling in $8,000. Same paycheck, different outcomes. Jake upgrades his lifestyle with every raise. Bigger apartment, fancier car, Instagram-worthy vacations. By the time he hits $8,000, his lifestyle costs him, $8,000. Looks great online, but his financial security is hanging by a thread. Mike plays a different game. When he starts earning $8,000, he still lives like he makes $5,000. That extra $3,000? Straight into investments, building a real financial cushion and protecting his wealth. Discipline over flexing. 10 years down the line, here's the plot twist. Mike has a $200,000 plus higher net worth. Jake, same salary, but broke, with a flashy lifestyle. Same starting point, totally different endings. So let me ask you, which path are you on? Jake, the guy living paycheck to paycheck with zero security? Or Mike, the one quietly building a wealth-protecting system that guarantees financial freedom? Here's the first big secret the ultra-wealthy never skip. They never spend 15% of their income. But no, they're not stuffing it under a mattress or hiding it in a sock drawer. This 15% is your financial cushion, your buffer that protects your wealth and gives you peace of mind. That 15% has two jobs. One, build your financial security net, a real safety cushion against emergencies. And two, make your money work for you, creating a system that grows and protects wealth over time. Most people get confused here. Matt, how does money work for me? I thought I was the boss. You are. But if your money isn't growing, you're basically the employee of your own bills. This is where compound interest comes in. Einstein called it the eighth wonder of the world. Why? Because your returns start earning returns, and then those returns start multiplying too. Your money basically starts cloning itself, building a long-term wealth-protecting system. Let's dive into a classic example of how time and discipline protect wealth and grow your financial cushion. Meet Sarah and David. Same age, same income level, same opportunities, but one key difference: timing. Sarah's 25, she gets $10,000, maybe a bonus, maybe inheritance, maybe her own savings. Instead of spending it, she invests in a simple index fund, 7% annual return. And then she does the hardest thing ever. Nothing. She never touches it, never adds more, just lets it grow for 25 years. David waits. Let me get my career stable first. He starts at 35, investing $2,000 per year for 15 years. Same fund, same 7% return. Fast forward to age 50, Sarah, $10,000, becomes $54,000. David, $30,000, becomes $50,000. Here's the takeaway. Sarah invested 3 times less money, but ended up richer. Why? Those extra 10 years gave her money time to compound, building a real financial cushion and long-term security. Every year you delay investing is money lost forever. That's why waiting is the #1 wealth killer. Ask yourself, are you Sarah setting up a system to grow and protect your wealth quietly? Or David, who's constantly catching up?
All right, let's break down the 15% rule, the real key to building a financial cushion and long-term wealth security. Think of it like splitting a pizza. 8% goes to your emergency fund. 7% goes into investments that protect and grow your money. Simple math, massive impact. Emergency fund, 8%. Matt, what emergencies are we talking about? Let's list them. Your car dies, a $2,000 repair. Dental emergency, $4,000. Job loss, months without income. Home disaster, floods or major repair. Unexpected medical or family expenses. If you don't have this cushion, you'll whip out a credit card and pay 25 to 30% interest. That's not just stress, it's a wealth killer. Step 1, start with 1 month of essential expenses. Rent, groceries, utilities, transportation. No Netflix, no Starbucks. Step 2, build it to 3 months, then 6 months. Keep it liquid, savings account or short-term fund. This is your security net for life's surprises. Here's where your money starts working for you. Employer match. If your 401k or similar plan offers a match, max it. That's literally free money, instant wealth protection. Tax-advantaged accounts. Roth IRA, 401k, stocks, and shares ISA. Let Uncle Sam work with you, not against you. Investment selection. Stop chasing individual stocks. You're not Buffett, and that's okay. Use passive index funds like the S&P 500. Diversified, low fees, historically 10% annual returns. Set it and forget it, the ultimate lazy person path to wealth. Next up, the 65% rule. This is the hardest part for most people, but also the most crucial if you want financial security and a strong wealth cushion. Here's the truth. Your spending tends to expand to match your income. Money has a sneaky law of gravity. The more you earn, the more your bills magically grow. That's why a 65% cap on core expenses is a game changer. Break it into 4 categories. 1. Housing, 25 to 30%. Rent, mortgage, HOA fees, property taxes. Biggest line item, biggest opportunity to save. Spending 40% of income here, not living the dream, living beyond your means. Tip, consider downsizing or longer commutes for serious savings. Even $1,500 a month saved compounds into a financial cushion over time. 2. Transportation, 10 to 15%. Cars are a trap. A $50,000 car and a $20,000 car get you from A to B. That extra $30,000 invested could be hundreds of thousands in 20 years. Your future self will thank you more than strangers at a red light ever will. 3. Groceries and essentials, 10 to 15%. Food, cleaning, personal care. Not glamorous, but easy wins. Meal prep, store brands, bulk buying. Every dollar saved here strengthens your wealth-building system. 4. Utilities and services, 10%. Electricity, water, internet, phone. Call and negotiate. Competitors exist for a reason. Track and review monthly. Identify the categories eating your budget and optimize. Which category is your biggest money leak? Take a moment. Write it down. Now imagine redirecting that money into your 15% system, building your emergency cushion and long-term wealth security. Here's the sneakiest wealth killer out there: lifestyle inflation. You get a raise,
Suddenly, your apartment feels too small, your car too old, your TV not big enough. Every pay bump disappears into upgrades that don't actually make you happier. Sound familiar? Think about it. Did that $6 latte really change your life? Does a leather seat make traffic more fun? Does a bigger house fix your problems? Spoiler, no, no, and definitely no. Most people stay broke because spending grows with income. Your paycheck climbs, but so do your bills. That's why a firm approach is crucial. Freeze your lifestyle at your comfort level and let the difference stack into your 15% system, building financial security and a cushion against unexpected expenses. Practical mindset shift? Every dollar not spent on upgrades is a dollar invested in your freedom. Freedom equals quit a job you hate, retire early, say yes or no without financial stress. Finally, the fun part, the 20% guilt-free enjoyment budget. Before you roll your eyes, hear me out. This isn't about throwing money away. It's about psychology. If you restrict yourself too much, you'll binge spend the moment you see your paycheck. Think of it like dieting. Skip carbs for 2 months, then devour a bakery in one sitting. Same principle applies to money. Studies show flexible budgets are far more successful long-term. Rigid budgets equal burnout, sneaky splurges, and derailed financial goals. What to do with this 20%? Treat yourself to a fancy dinner each month. Buy that gadget you've been eyeing. Yes, Amazon counts. Take spontaneous weekend trips. Invest in hobbies, gym, cooking classes, painting, whatever sparks joy. Socialize with friends. Don't become a hermit. Key point, spend guilt-free. If it's in the budget, don't second-guess yourself. Prioritize experiences over stuff. Experiences create long-term happiness. Stuff gives temporary pleasure. All right, let's bring it all together. How do you actually make the 15-65-20 system work in real life and start building financial security and a cushion against surprises? Step 1, analyze your finances. Open Excel, Google Sheets, or your favorite app. Write down monthly income, all expenses, even the $7 daily coffee. Knowing where your money goes is the first step to taking control. Step 2, automate your system. As soon as your paycheck hits, set up automatic transfers. 15% to savings or investments. 20% to fun and enjoyment budget. 65% to core expenses. Why this works? You're paying yourself first, just like the 1% do. This builds a wealth cushion and ensures your financial security grows automatically. Step 3, track and adjust. The first 3 months may feel tight. The 65% cap on core expenses can pinch. That's normal. Think of it like training wheels. Adjust gradually, learn and improve. Common obstacles and fixes? I earn too little to save 15%. Start at 5%, then increase incrementally. Emergencies keep popping up? Distinguish real emergencies from convenient spending. I know nothing about investing? Start simple. Passive index funds with automatic contributions. Patience plus consistency equals financial freedom. 6 months in, confidence in money management. 2 years in, emergency fund fully comfortable. 5 years in, investments showing meaningful numbers. Which step will you start today? Open your spreadsheet, automate your savings, or track your expenses. Drop a comment and commit to building your wealth cushion now.